the 8th of December, Rabbi Levitt, Gemora.
Okay, so we are, I think we're in the middle of a Rashi. Oh yeah, we're in the middle of this Rashi over here. Mihodio. Right? Okay, so.
We didn't finish that, Rashi? I know we were doing it.
Yeah, I think we're in
I
the
did
middle
it.
of it.
Whether or not you want to, I did it. Whether or not you want to explain it better, that's up to you.
Oh, you read it. Yeah, you read it. Right. Yeah, let's just go over it again. Let's find the place in the Gemora that it's talking about. These words are from the Gemora, Mihodio, who made known to him. This is on 102, 102b, and it's let's see. Okay. See where it is there? It's Mihodio. It's almost right in the middle of the page. The first word in the line is Lishmon. Lamed Shin Mem Nun Sofit.
Okay, so it's 102b3. And where is it here? Let's see.
Oh, is that where we got up to? Wow.
I don't see where it is in the art scroll.
You're talking about the it's 102b2 we're still on. Not a
I think I made a mistake. I think that's a different Mihodio.
We're up to 102b2. And we're in the middle of that.
We're on that page.
Beginning of 102b.
Mihodio lebal chitin sheyakne chitin lebalamos. That's where we're up to. Okay.
Okay. So it's on the left-hand column, and it's from the top. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 lines down.
Yeah. Okay. So. Okay. Well. Yeah. So. Yeah. So let's see this again. Okay. We'll take a stab at it again. All right. Yeah, let's go from the beginning again. Mihodio. And we'll just try to read it over here and see if we could figure it out without knowing what the Gemora is talking about. Maybe we'll take 1 second to see what the Gemora is talking about. The Gemora said that they made light of the answer of Rabbi Yochanan. When Rabbi Yochanan said that, so you want to know what Rabbi Yochanan said? See, there's no end to this getting into the details of the situation over here. What Rabbi Yochanan said, according to Rabbi Yehuda. Who's Rabbi Yochanan? What did he say? Who's Rabbi Yehuda? What did he say? So it's that's the type of thing that it is over here. It's totally very involved. Okay, so and we
Okay, fine.
Rabbi Yochanan was the one who said a few lines up from that. He said, "Lo kasha ha Rabbi Meir ha Rabbi Yehuda." Right? We had the case with the with the purchasing of the wheat. In that case, and we had two brises that disagreed with one another, and the point of disagreement was what happens in the case where the person gives the person number one gives person number two money to go buy wheat, and he goes and buys barley instead. He buys something other than what the request was to buy, and it goes up in value, goes up in value. So according to the first brisa, the one who made the deal for the barley, im hosiro hosiru lo. If it goes up, it's all profit for him. And the second brisa said no, im hosiro leemsa. If it goes up, so then it's going to be a gain for leemsa, meaning for both of them, for both people that were partners in this deal. And so how do we Rabbi Yochanan said that the first brisa, which said that the purchaser keeps all the profit, that goes according to Reb Meir, who he said that the shinui is koina, and the second one brisa goes according to Reb Yehuda, who said that shinui is not koina, and that's why that accounts for the fact that they have to split the profit. Whereas according to Rabbi Meir, the one that made the shinui in the deal and bought the barley, he's going to be the one that's going to take all the profit. So that was what Rabbi Yochanan said. Aliba the Rebbe Yehuda. So he's focusing on the fact that Rabbi Yochanan said that in the second brisa, where it's leemsa, they divide the profit. He said that goes according to Rabbi Yehuda, who says that shinui is not kohen. Okay, good. So now, having said that, we got the background, and now, what was their complaint of the Bnei Marava? They said about Rabbi Yochanan, his statement. They said, "V'chi mi hodio lebal chitin." Who told the seller of the baal of the chitin, sheyakne chitim lebalamos, that really this guy who's buying over here is buying it for the one that has that sent him on the mission. Okay, so let's see what Rashi has to say about this. Okay, Lou, you want to try to read this?
Okay. Mihodio, who was it that notified him? The Mochar, Easteen, to the Zoran, Baal Hamaos. The Mochar is the seller. I don't know what the next word is. He's teen.
Hitin is the wheat.
The seller of the wheat, Zoran. I don't know that word either.
Shelitzorach.
Sorry for a need.
That he needs. That it's the need of the Baal, of the owner of the Hamaos, the money.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The one that gave the money.
Okay, so it's for the needs of the one who owns the money, who gave the money. Hein she yikna lo. This is acquired for him.
Now the word hain over here is going back on the on what was said up until now. Miho dio mocher, who informed the mocher of the chitim, the seller of the wheat, shelitzorech bal hamos hain, that hain is referring to the money, that the monies were rather the chitin, rather the chitin, who told them that the chitin is for the hain. The word hain is going back on the chitin.
So hein it actually means they.
Yeah.
So they that wheat, the owner of the money for that wheat.
Yeah, who miho dio, who told him, who told who? Lamocher hachitim, the seller of the wheat, told him what? Shelitzorech balamos hain, that the hain that the chitin are being sold for the needs of the one who gave the money.
But isn't that the mocher?
No, the mocher is the seller of the wheat, and the balamos is the one who's supplying the funds to buy the wheat. That was person number one.
The buyer. The balamot is the buyer, and then we have the partner of the buyer, the shliach, and then
Right.
we have the bal hamos, the balamos is the buyer. The seller, the mochar is the seller. Okay, so the seller of the wheat needs the money for the wheat.
That he, the seller, who's the one that owns the wheat, should be makne. He should cause to make a kinyan. It's a causative. Sheyakne lo. He should cause to make a kinyan to the one that had the money, as opposed to the one who is in front of him now. The one who is in front of him, who's holding the money, who's giving him the money, it's not his money. The one whose money it is this person number one who gave that money to person number two and told him to buy with it, to buy the grain, and so who told the seller that this wheat is really for the needs of person number one who gave the money, sheyaknelo, such that he should have in mind that when he's giving the wheat to person number two, that really he's really giving the he also has in mind that person number one should also have a kinyan in this chitin, in this wheat.
Dikatani o siru ho siru le emta.
Yeah.
That we learned that it goes to both of them.
Right.
Hotiro means the excess, the extra amount, the profit, so to speak. What's more? What's yoter? They split the profits.
So, in other words, the seller, because the seller knows of the involvement of both people, therefore the profit goes to both of them.
Well, that seems to be what Rashi's pointing out here from the statement that the seller of the wheat doesn't really know that there's somebody else involved. That's what it sounds like to me. The Gemora is saying, "Miho dio," who told the seller? It's like a rhetorical question. He doesn't know, really, the seller. Who told the seller that this wheat that he's selling over here is not for the sole needs of the person who's in front of him, who is giving him the money, but it's for the tzorech, the needs of the one that whose money that it was, which is the person number one, sheyaknelo, such that he the seller should have in mind that when he's giving the wheat to person number two, he should have in mind that he's also giving it to person number one, that the person number one should also have a kinyan in this wheat, because after all, like it says in the Brisa, it says Hosiru le'emsa, that when the profits are going to be shared equally between person number two and person number one. How is person number one going to get any share of the profits if this wheat is not being sold to him and he's not making any kinyan in the wheat? Because the seller doesn't know that he exists. The only one that he sees in front of him is person number two. So he probably is thinking to say, here, I'm giving this wheat to person number two, that he should make a kinyan. It should be his wheat.
So
I told you that it was complicated.
if the seller thinks that, he thinks that he's making a kinyan solely with the shliach, then the Baal Maos does not become involved in the deal,
Right?
so he would not get anything. Therefore, since he does get something, according to the Gemora, it must be that the seller does know that. And so the question is, how does he know that? Is that correct?
The last sentence that you said, I'm not sure if that's what the intent of the Gemara is. I'm not sure if that's the intent of Rashi in explaining that we're assuming that he does know. I'm not sure 100% exactly what the import of the statement is, to tell you the truth right now. We have to see what it's not entirely clear to me what from the words of the Gemora, what it is that the complaint of the Bnei Marava is with the answer that Rabbi Yochanan is giving according to Rabbi Yehuda. I'm hoping that Rashi is going to flesh out the details a little bit more at this point.
Okay, the next word after Hosiro is Lematza?
Le'emsa.
Le'emsa. Oh, to both of them. And Emsa, the middle. Okay. Bishlema, Rebbe Elazar, Aliba, de Rebbe Meir, de Amar Bechol de Hu Nisa Lay. Okay, so it's understandable, according to Rebbe Elazar, according to the understanding of Rebbe Elazar by Rebbe Meir, that he said, with all Dehu is that it is?
B'kol dehu, with that he said b'kol dehu. B'kol dehu is a minimal amount.
That he said a minimal amount he gave to him.
B'kol dehu nichale. It'll be nichale. It'll be fine and dandy to him.
A little bit is acceptable to him.
Yeah.
Who's him?
Well, this is also a mystery because this the only thing that we see, we have to understand more. We have to remember better what it was that that Rebbe Lazar, how he resolved the conflict between the two brises. Uh, just just above, it said that in a couple lines above from where you're reading right now in the Gemora, the Rebbe Lazar gave the answer not like Rabbi Yochanan. Rabbi Yochanan said one brisa goes like Rabbi Yehuda, one brisa goes like Rabbi Meir. But Rebbe Lazar said no, it's not difficult. Both brises go according to Rabbi Meir, but the difference in the ruling can be accounted for the fact that one case is talking about for the personal needs of the one that gave the money, and the other case is talking about for the purpose of business and profit making. That was the that's the difference. So
Okay, so now we're saying, according to Rabbi Meir, who said what you just said, a little bit is sufficient.
Yeah, where this comes in, where this kol dehu comes in. Or maybe Rashi mentioned this before. Did Rashi mention this before? Kol dehu. I don't see these words in the Gemara. I don't see these words in the previous Rashi. I'm wondering what it is that Rashi is talking about.
Okay, but I'm assuming that the answer to my question is the one who gave the money. A little bit of profit is acceptable to the one who gave the money.
Lav meshanahu, correct. And so therefore, even though Reb Meir generally holds that if there is a shinui, so then the agent who did the shinui would be kona the whole deal, and he's the one that that's the first brisa. What the first brisa says, that was for the balamos, the one that gave him the money. That was because he wanted the deal to be done for his own personal usage. So he wanted exactly the way that he told him to do, and he didn't do that. So that's called a shinui, and like that, shinui is kon according to Reb Meir. But the second brisa says that he did it for purposes of schora. He didn't really telling him you got to buy wheat. It was sort of like a suggestion. I think the best thing to do in order to make the best profit is to buy wheat. But he went and bought barley, or which not like what he said. But the point is, it's not called a shinui. It's not lav meshanahu, says Rashi, because b'kol dehu nichale. What does that mean? With a minimal amount, it's acceptable to him. What minimal amount is acceptable to him over here? I guess what he means is any minimal amount of profit, but it doesn't, to me, I wouldn't be happy with just a minimal amount of profit if it was possible to make even more by following my instructions. And that was Roy's point the other day. But in any case, that seems to be what Rashi's saying over here, that we can understand Rashi's saying, Bishlema Rebbe Elazar. In other words, the Benin Marava, they have no complaint with Rebbe Elazar's answer to explain why this brisa says that they're going to share the profit over here. because he says that this is talking about a case of for skora, according to Reb Meir, and we'll say I guess that he's acceptable as long as he makes some profit. That'll be okay. He made some profit. Some deals you do better, some deals you do worse, but at least he did make a profit. There's nothing, you can't complain. You can't complain too much when you make a profit. So he's nicha, and therefore Rashi says lav mishanahu. That will not be called a shinui in the shlichus, and therefore the agreement between them is still intact, and therefore they will share in the profits. So it'll be hosiru leemsa. Okay. So let's just go further in the Rashi, if you will. Ushlichusei.
Ushlichusei debal habayis ke'avid.
Yes.
V'kanei bal maos.
Kanei bal maos.
So the shlichus, the role of the messenger. Who's the Bal Habayis?
Bal Habayis is the one who gave him the money to do his agency, to do his shlichus.
Okay, so the shlichus of the purchaser, ka'avid. What is ka'avid?
He did it.
He did it.
In other words, the agency of the balabais, he did. In other words, the person number 2 did the shlichus that person number 1 sent him to do. It's not regarded as a violation of a modification of the shlichus of the agency that he sent him to do, because basically it was for purposes of not just to buy a certain type of wheat. It was for purposes of profit, and he did go and make a profit for him. So like that, that's not called a shinui in the deal, and so it's called that he did the shlichus. The shlichus is the agency that he gave him, the job that he gave him to do. It was done, and so therefore, what? Yeah.
The kane bal maos, and it is acquired by the purchaser, the one who gave the money.
Kane balmos. Oh, you know what? I think you're right.
That's odd, because I thought we said it was acquired by both of them.
No, so here, you'll notice over here something. Rashi has called. He said there's one person called the Baal Habayis, and then there's somebody else called the Baal Amos. They're not the same person. I thought it was the same person.
Yeah.
But I don't think that Rashi's just changing his terminology in the middle of the Rashi. I don't think that's what Rashi would do over here. He's giving 2 titles to the 2 different people.
So the Bala bias must be the messenger.
Oni balmos maxis haskar. Balamos means the one who's holding the money.
Right, but what is this? V'shlichusei the Bala bias?
Yeah, he did the
messengership of the Bala bias. So the Bala bias must be the messenger.
No. The balabais was the one that it's called his shlichus because he's the one that sent him on the shlichus.
But then that's the balamos.
The balabais sent the balamos on a shlichus. And Rashi's saying that the shlichus that the balabais sent him on to do was accomplished. It's not regarded as a shinui lav mishanahu. It's not regarded as a change in the shlichus when he goes and buys a different commodity that the guy that the balabais told him to do. It's not regarded as a as that he did not do the shlichus. It's called that the shlichus was done, because what was the shlichus for? It was for business purposes. Business purposes of making money, and he did make money. Some money he did make. He's happy with the fact that he did make a certain amount of profit. Said Rashi. With a small amount, he's already happy that he made some profit on this deal, and that's called. And then therefore, it's not regarded that he violated the shlichus. The shlichus is regarded that it was performed. It's not a shinui, and therefore, says Rashi, kona balamos maxi saskar, and therefore the balamos, the one that gave that did the shlichus, that gave the money, he will acquire his half of the scar.
So you're defining the Baal HaMa'os as the one who gave the money, and the Baal HaBayis as the one who carries the money to the other city and does the transaction. Is that correct?
Yeah. Correct.
So the shlichus of the shaliach was done, and the owner of the money acquires the wheat. Okay, that fits. Okay, so mechatzis hasocher, and he shares it with the socher, the renter.
No, the schar is the profit.
Oh, and they share the schar. They share the profit.
Kone balamos. The balamos has acquired half of the profit, accordingly, according to what we said.
Okay, but what about the wheat itself? What about the principal? He acquires the principal also, right?
The wheat, the wheat, yeah.
I'm assuming what happens is that the shliach brings back the wheat. He says to the person who gave him the money, okay, here's the wheat. This is your wheat, but now let's evaluate the profit, and you give me half of that profit, and you keep the wheat. Is that right?
Well, the wheat, nobody's. I think the wheat was resold at a profit.
Okay, so fine. So then the shliach says,
although it doesn't say that. It doesn't really say that. It just says if the wheat itself it sounds like to me that maybe the wheat itself appreciated.
well, it doesn't matter. If you're going to say that they sold the wheat, then I would say fine. So the shliach sells the wheat. He comes back with the money. He says, here's the money you gave me. Here's the amount of money you gave me. Yeah. Now I have left over some money. I'll give you half and I'll keep half.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. Okay. So Ella, but the Rebbe Yochanan, according to Rebbe Yochanan, Damar Mishane who says it is a change, velo have shlichus, and it is not a good shlichus, a good messengership. Umihu shinui, and mihu is who is.
However,
the shinui lo kane
oh, Connie.
does not acquire shakia de mamon keboye lemakne ha lo keninahu baal maos meolam. However, the change does not acquire kasha, and it's difficult that the money is needed. What's lamachne?
To acquire, to cause to acquire.
The money is needed to cause to acquire.
Kaboy is, yeah, it's needed, right? The miman, that to whom or from whom? Kaboy lemakne. Is it needed to acquire? I don't understand it really. Hello, kananeu lebalam balmos meolam.
It's not acquired by the master of the money.
To the balamos at all. It was never acquired. It was never acquired to the balamos. So how do we account for the din that they share in the profit?
Oh, in other words, what he's saying is that according to this view, which is Rav Yochanan, it is a shinui, and therefore, we cannot say that the Baal Hamaos acquires anything because it's not his. It's been acquired by the shliach because he made a change. So how can it be be'emtza?
Boy lemakne, maman kaboy lemakne, halo kaneu lebalamos miolam. Since according to Rabbi Yochanan, he's explaining this price goes according to Rabbi Yehuda, and Rabbi Yehuda holds over here that there was a shinui. It's regarded as a shinui because he didn't make the. It's regarded as a shinui.
No, it's not. It's not according to Rabbi Yehuda.
It is regarded as a shinui, but shinui is not kona. That's the point.
You mean according to Rabbi Yochanan?
Rabbi Yochanan said that the second brisa goes according to Rabbi Yehuda, and that shinui, that Rabbi Yehuda argues with the Reb Meir, and he says shinui is not koina. Shinui is not koina. So we're trying. So Rashi's explaining that that according to this, it's difficult to understand why the din in the second brisa is that they're sharing in the profits.
Right.
So what's the difficulty? According to Rabbi Yochanan, who says the Amar Meshane, who v'lo have shlichus, it was this that he bought the wrong. He didn't buy what the balabais wanted. It's called that it wasn't a shlichus. There was no shlichus. There was no. In other words, there was an agreement, and that person number one gave money to person number two to go and buy X, and he didn't do what he was what the agreement was, and so it turns out that is called that he did not perform the shlichus, and it's called that he was mishane, and the shlichus is not done. But according to however mihu shinui lo koni, but the shinui that was made according to Rabbi Yehuda, who Rabbi Yochanan says is the author of the Brisa, the shinui that was made will not give any kinyan to the balamos, and so therefore that's the kasha, says Rashi. Man kaboy lemakne. From whom does he? From whom is he going to be able to? Man kaboy lemakne. Halo kaneu lebalamos miolam. So it comes out according to this that the balamos, meaning the shliach, who didn't do his shlichus, he did not acquire, he didn't make any kinyan.
Wait, we said the balamaus was not the shliach.
Yeah, that's what we said.
But you
The balabais is the one. The balabais is the one who's sending the. He's person number one. He's called the balabais. He's sending person number two on the shlichus, and he's the one. The person number two is the one who's holding the money. So he's called the balamos.
I thought we said the opposite before.
Oh,
We said the Baal Habayis was the shliach, and the Baal Hamaos was the one who gave the money to the shliach.
no. Rashi said above, shlichusei the balabais ka'ovid, the agency that the balabais sent him on to do, ka'ovid. It was done. That's according to the way Rabbi Elazar explained the story.
I thought it was the agency of the Baal Habayis was done.
Yeah, but the balabais is the sender.
Okay, I'm really confused now. Baal Habayis, Baal Hamaos. You're saying the Baal Hamaos is the shliach.
Yeah.
So, so in the first sentence of the Rashi, the mocher hachiti, the seller, I'm sorry, the buyer of the wheat, she l'tzarich bal hamaos hain, that they are needed by the bal hamaos. So I thought when it says that they're needed by the bal hamaos, it means
Yeah.
the one who's giving the money is the one who needs the wheat.
Right. That's the way I
Yeah.
originally explained it. That's true.
Okay, so now we're changing that.
Well, I'm hesitating over here. It's unclear to me exactly the Rashi over here. It's not clear to me. Because I'm bothered by the fact that the first sentence the Rashi said it makes more sense to say that the balamos is the one who is not in front of the seller. That's why the seller doesn't know about him to to give him a portion of the most as well.
Right, that was my understanding.
Lo sabruhu shashliach koina osam avur atzmo. Imkein afilu she'ein hashliach nachshav kegazlan b'makom eich yizke balamos v'chitim below kavonas hamakne lahaknos lo osam. Yeah, that's how this note is explaining it over here also. Now, the way they are explaining it over here in my note is that like we originally said, that Rashi's saying that the seller is the seller thinks that the shliach who he's dealing with directly face to face right now, he's the one who is acquiring this wheat for himself, for his own usage. And so if so, so then even if this shliach over here would in fact, yes, be regarded like as having violated the deal, and he's sort of like a robber, but nevertheless, how can the one who really the sender, whose money it is, how is it that he could be regarded as acquiring any part of the chitim without in the absence of his intention of the seller to cause him to acquire it? So rather, we must say that
Yeah, you have
rather
to
we
read
must
it that way, Rabbi. You have to read it that way because it's a run on Rashi. Who informed the seller of the wheat that the needs of the person who's not in front of him was the wheat? That it could be acquired by him. You have to read it that way. I don't see how it's possible to read it the other way.
Okay.
Okay, we'll have to see it again.
Okay,
Oh,
thank
boy.
you, Rabbi.
Bye.
Okay,
Shkoyach, Phil.
all the best. Shabbat shalom, Phil.
Shalom.
Have a great day.
Bye, Roy. Bye, Alan. Bye, Lou.
Bye-bye.
Shkoyach.